I just love it when a show makes me really think and makes me super excited for the next episode. So many people recommended that I watch Gypsy on Netflix, and I am so glad they did. I went into it with an open mind. I didn't even Google it. I wasn't sure what it was about. And I was definitely hooked from episode 1. What really bothers me is that apparently it has not so good ratings, and I just desperately need a second season, so I'm concerned if the show has a future, and I don't understand why people don't like it. I actually had people telling me that it was kind of slow, and I didn't think that at all. Like, I just could not wait to get to the next episode. I was very thankful that we had it on Netflix so that I could quickly go through all of the episodes. I found the ending to be incredible, every piece of it incredible, the characters amazing. Let's talk about Naomi Watts. I think she was absolutely fantastic in this role of Diane/Jean. She was absolutely incredible, and I really felt like all of the actors did such a great job. There are so many things that we need to find out, and we need a second season. Let's start with that cliffhanger ending. So it was really bizarre because it was almost like Diane was happy that Sydney found out about her other life, and that Sydney was kind of happy too. Like, they were kind of smirking, like they're kind of, enjoying this game that they're playing with each other. I recently did a live chat with several of you guys about this show, and looking back on that, there was something that I should have mentioned and didn't. I will link that down below. And that is the connection, if there is one, between Tom, who is Allison's boyfriend, and Sydney. Remember, Tom is the drug dealer to one of Sydney's bandmates, and they actually met in one of the episodes, but did they meet before? Do you think there's more of a connection here? Or, I'm wondering if we know how much Diane plays with everyone and plays with her patients and gets involved in their lives, but what if Sydney is also kind of playing her, like someone who is just as smart as her, maybe knows more than she's letting on? I don't know if that's something that you guys have ever thought of, but I think that is a possibility. We have Alexis here. What is going to happen with her? I think that she is so shady. I don't trust her at all. And, I'm not even sure if she's actually dating someone. It was funny when finally she was able to get the man she wanted. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just started dating someone. When Alexis couldn't get Michael to sleep with her, she immediately went to the other person with them on the trip, the only other guy, and had sex with him. So it was just like, she's such an opportunist. And, she started that rumor that she hooked up with Michael on the trip, and I really kind of think she was trying to mess with him and like get him fired because he turned her down. So she's such a toxic person. Now, I do feel bad for Michael. I mean, he resisted the urge, even though he crossed the line, he did resist the urge to cheat with her. And I think that he wants his marriage with Jean to work. I do feel like he sincerely loves her, and she is the crazy one in the situation. She's caused him so much strife and grief, and I sympathize with him. I think they should get a divorce. I think it's so very toxic. And I think that Jean Diane is someone who wants the best of both worlds. Like, she wants that stable life with a husband, a nice house, a good job, a daughter, but she also wants that adventurous life on the side. Like, she can't pick just one. It's like she doesn't want to leave and be with Sydney full time, and she doesn't want to commit to her husband and her child full time, and that just creates the craziest of situations because we need to see where the situation is going to go. I definitely see her being murdered if the show has more seasons and it gets to a season or a series ending. We have this very volatile situation with Tom and Allison. We don't know exactly what's going on with Allison. We know she's a pathological liar as well. And I don't know if she's actually really in with Tom and things are good with them and this is part of their act or what. I mean, we saw her in the backseat of his car. I don't know if she was passed out, if she was dead, if she was acting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the deal is there, but I know he's incredibly dangerous, and I see him as someone who could possibly kill Diane. And the writer of the show said that Tom and Allison will be, someone very difficult for her to deal with if there's a season 2. And she also said that season 2 would be much more of a thriller concept than season 1. So, like, I am just so freaking out for a second season. I really hope this happens. And I'm so sad by the fact that people found it uninteresting or slow or whatever, because it was just the opposite to me. I just loved it so very much. I enjoy the storyline with Dolly, and I think it's important that they're putting that, into a mainstream show, that issues she's dealing with, trying to figure out her gender identity and the challenges that they face because of people in the public who don't understand or don't want to understand. I wonder what's going on with Diane/Jean's mom. Like, does she know that her daughter has some issues? Does she know more than she's letting on? Why didn't Diane hide the photo in her apartment of her mom? Like, was that going to connect with the police back to her? Why did she lie to Sydney about having a daughter? Because what's the big deal about that? She says she has an ex. Why didn't she just say she has a daughter? You know, it's just, I don't know. I mean, personally, I feel like the villain of this show is Diane, Jean. I really have a problem with her constantly lying, constantly torturing people. I mean, whatever happened with Melissa, I feel like she is responsible for encouraging her in some way to burn down her parents' house. And I think she obviously gets way too involved in her patients' lives and is mentally ill in that way and is causing them even more drama than they had before deciding to come to therapy. I think what she did with Rebecca's mother, Claire, was just absolutely terrible, writing her that letter and getting involved with her daughter and all of that. But like, every moment keeps you on the edge of your seat in the show, because when she went to visit Claire, or went to visit Rebecca, and they had to read like the last text on everyone's phone, and we were just so worried. She was so worried it was going to be a text from Rebecca's mom, and of course it wasn't. But you know, I mean, there's just those gripping moments, and this is the type of show that I live for, that I wait for, that make me excited, that make me reminds me of why I love television so much, why some shows are just so incredible, that they are kind of life-changing in their thinking pieces, and they make you really appreciate good TV, and this is one of those shows. I could talk about this show forever, and I think I talked about other points in that live chat, so check it out if you haven't seen it. But I just wanted to do a sit-down type of video because I know there's more people out there who want to discuss this show, and this is the, you know, place that we can do this. And if you have any theories, or if you caught anything, I've already gotten some great comments on the live chat that make me think even more. So if you have some comments to go along with what I've talked about, or something you observed yourself, or what you hope to see in season 2, please comment down below. I would love to read your thoughts on this show. And if you're new here, I will definitely be doing stuff on a season 2 if that happens. Plus, I cover a lot of other shows with kind of similar genre. So please check my channel out, subscribe, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a great day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.